So good morning. Now we'll see accounting information system. In the last video, we saw what is accounting and what are the importance for maintaining this accounting. Okay, so accounting information system, um, which is the structure, which is the business has some basic structure that is AIS, okay, which is used to collect, store, manage, process, and retrieve, and finally it will produce the report of. Depend upon the data, it will produce the financial report on it. Okay, so this can be used by accountants, consultants, and the business analyst, and the manager and auditors, then tax people, and the regulatory bodies, and the chief financial officers. Okay, so these people can use the data. So the data should be structured and organized to store, collect, manage, and maintaining, and finally to produce the report. Okay, so for this reason, for to provide for these people, we are maintaining AIS. Okay, so especially trained accountants work in AIS to ensure the high level of accuracy in a company's financial transaction and record keeping. Okay, so the data should be high level accurate. Okay, so that we can get a correct report. Okay, so the data should be perfect. Okay, so and also this used to track accounting and the business activity for a company. Okay, so for providing this with the accurate data and maintaining properly, we should have six main components in AS, that are people, procedure, instructions, data, software, and information technology infrastructure, and finally internal controls, that is control over this. Okay, so first one is people. Okay, people means the person who involved in AIS: accountants, consultants, business analysts, managers, CFO, chief financial officers, and auditors. Then some regulatories, tax bodies. So these all comes under AIS people. Okay, so when business is happened, okay, or when a sales or purchase happened, any transaction happened in a business, the people in various department involved in that process, right? So that I include salespeople enter the customer order into the AES. Okay, then accounting bills or invoice we have to send to the customer. Okay, and in the warehouse assembles the order, and the shipping department send the order out to the customer. When a sales are that is, then the accounting department get notified a new account receivable. Okay, so now that accounting people will comes under this transaction. Okay, so that may be a time period between 30, 60, or 90 days. And finally customer service department tracks the order and shipment, customer shipments. Okay, so this should be managed by some manager. So the management team will use this AIS to produce a sales report and the performance analysis, which can include the inventory, shipping, manufacturing cost. For we have to include all the cost. Okay, that is transportation cost and inventory cost. Every cost you have to include and provide the sales report. Okay, so these all these steps are coming under each transaction. So for everywhere, so many departments involved, so many different peoples involved. Okay, and then the procedure and the instruction. Okay, so the procedure is collecting, storing, retrieving, and processing the data. So this can be done either in a manual or a automated way. Okay, automated means we have so many softwares available now to maintain this accounting information. Okay, and the data are come from both internal sources, that is inside a business, okay, inside a company, and the external sources, that is like customers, the customer orders outside. Okay, so the procedure instruction will be coded into this AIS software. So the software the coded into employees through the documentation and training. Okay, so these procedures must be followed consistently in order to be effective. Okay, so it should be in a uniform way, and it should be in proper to produce a effective way. Okay, so if you are mentioning a one notation in one means, so throughout the business you have to maintain the same notation for a consistent report. So next one is data. Okay, data is a that is the actual data. So which is happening in the transaction. Okay, so that is stored in a database. Okay, so it have a database structure to store information. So it needs various input screens for the different types of system users. Okay, and data entry as well as different output formats. So many formats we have for input, output, and even during data entry, so the formats may differ. So that is used to fulfill the requirement of different users and various types of information. Okay, so the data contained in an EAS is all of the financial information to the organization's business practices. So this is all about the data involved. Okay, so various types of data. So that may be sales order, then a customer billing statement, report analysis, purchase requisition, vendor invoices, check registers, then ledger, inventory data, then payroll information for employee, then a timekeeping, tax information. So these types of data are available in AIS. Okay, and AIS software. Okay, so the software component of AIS is the computer program used to store. Okay, so previously in traditional way they maintained everything in a account book. Okay, either ledger book, in any book, in a handwritten format or manually they did. But now everything is computerized, so everything is an automated uh, way of keeping and maintaining the accounts. Okay, so for making it automated we need a computer program. Okay, or we need some yeah, exclusive software for this accounting. Okay, so for small business like Intuit, QuickBooks or Sage accounting book may use. If it is a mid-sized business means we can go for SAP. Okay, if it is a large business we can go for Microsoft Dynamics GP and the 8 Sage group, then Moz and even Oracle's PeopleSoft. Okay, so these are the softwares available for accounting. And the software should be quality, it should be reliability and security. Okay, because the data should be secure, so that cannot be visible to the other users. Okay, so for customers it should be visible, should show only few things. If it is a employee it should show somewhat more than the customers. Okay, if it is a manager so that will be different. So that security we have to provide in the software. Okay, and the manager will completely rely on this software. So he will produce the report and he will say the performance analysis, everything based upon this software. So the data we are entering should be reliable. Okay, and if an existing program which doesn't meet uh, companies need, then we should develop some other software. Okay, so software is available like SAP is available, but the SAP is not suitable for our business. Okay, or some other software is not suitable for our business means we can go for a new software, or we can customize the new software according to our business. And the internal controls, that is this original security measures. Okay, so here there can be simple as password or complex as biometric. We can go for any security, okay, protocols. So and also you can not you do not change over time, such as fingerprints, voice and facial recognition. So AI's internal controls will provide the confidential information not only to the company and also to the employee working there and the customers using the business. Okay, so this the information should be secured. Okay, so the information may be a social security numbers. Okay, and the personal information of an employee, or a credit card details of customer, on the customer personal information and the financial data of the company, and also information about suppliers and vendors of the business, and so many things may include. Okay, so this is somewhat I have listed out. Okay, so these information should be very secure. This should not be shared with others. Okay, thank you.